let's get into a fight and see who is fighting who. Here we got Piscute. Actually, I'm surprised everybody is in bloody wings. So that's also something I heard. Some comments I kind of ignored. I heard that there's a lot of people in the fairies who are using who are basically paying cash to get stronger, which is 100% they're right. There's no problem about that, but I thought people were exaggerating, because people tend to usually do that. But there are indeed a lot of I'm now wondering, I think I don't know, maybe it's also my impression. I thought I saw most people with wings, but it's no problem if people can do that. Bless them, and if they can support the game, it's good. I don't have any problem with the cashers. On the contrary, I think they support the game, so the more people cash, the more free players can play free, basically. If you do the math, that's how it comes out. Here I got into a trouble with a 2. We are against 4 people, out of which I know for sure Dark Eyes is strong, so we're not gonna take him down very quickly. The others I don't know too well to comment about, but I do almost got taken out straight away. So then of course alone I'm not going to do much, but here comes Gargamel, and look at the rain of fire he's going to do. Gargamel is of course one of the top 10 people on 7,200, 7,800. What amazing rain of fire, and he's gonna do a holy seal to take one down, and after his holy seal alone took him out. I mean, that's so strong. There's blessed light coming from Gargamel. He is going to keep me in the game. 24,000 healing and 20,000 on himself. Of course, knights take much more healing than others because of our skills, but you see how powerful Gargamel. He just did 12,000 lightning on Dark Eyes. All the top players right now are seriously I would even say on drugs, because they're all using potions, they're all using even scrolls probably. So both sides, I think both the fairies and Sanctum here, and Gargamel just single-handedly pretty much took down those enemies. So here I am again with him. Ximi, a very strong guy. I wouldn't be able to take him out myself, but look at the rain of fire of Gargamel. He took out his shield and dealt another 7,400 damage to him. Here comes the holy seal on Ximi. 8,700 damage. Holy seal, this crazy. Dark Eyes is trying to do Delphic Destroyer. I took that pain of 9,000, which also actually didn't hurt me that much, it looks like, because my physical defense is definitely up to par. And here more and more players are joining in from the fairies and just going down under the pain of Gargamel, and Zico also joined in, and he's doing his sniper shots at 6,000, which is also not a small damage whatsoever. A simple quick shot from Zico finishes Holy Warrior quickly, and it's just amazing to watch what kind of damage output Gargamel is doing. And that's the kind of players that can challenge the top players from the fairies. Like also people like Sarah, who are famous, they also do that kind of crazy damage, and that's exactly why you need those top people on both sides to be able to have an equal fight. So here it seems like I will be one-on-one with Dobby, so I'm going to put up a shield and try to buy my time. As I said earlier, I'm going to do a slasher, I'm going to do a holy seal perhaps, because I think maybe my holy shield will work on her, because I do have it at level 14. If I no, I'm being confused. I think it could be 14. No, it didn't work. Gonna try to do a Delphic Destroyer to get out of this. Well, at least it'll help Asadur, but he's doing just too little damage. He did just 1,000 damage with his Rain of Fire, which is clearly just not enough. Dobby and Tolik have of course ridiculously high magic defense, but here comes Zico, and Zico is not messing around with magic defense. He is going directly with physical attack against their physical defense, and he is just double shot there, 9,000, 8,000 damage. You see how strong their 11,000 critical, and Tolik is practically down, 7,000 damage by Mickey, taking him out of the game. Zico saving our skins there, Mickey coming in helping out also. So thanks guys. So that's all the guild spirit fighting together for the common cause. 29 points for Sanctum, 74 points for FairyTails, which indicates that fairies are holding actually 3 towers, maybe still all this time, I'm not sure. So they still, you see again 15 seconds later or so, they get another 2675. So a lot of points. And I think what's happening is also some of the higher level players are getting angry at the lower level players, if I'm reading the chat correctly. That's because the lower levels are going and trying to defend or attack towers, which is the worst thing you can do. So if you guys are watching my videos and you are lower level, do not, if you are fighting on you know, when you have high level people in your guild, do not disturb them. You have to let them, you know, do their job, and their job is to attack towers, defend towers, and fight on 4v4 battles, epic battles with massive people fighting massive people. And again, if only one person is weak, that weak person gets that 12,000 rain of fire, gets taken out immediately, and then your team gets to fight with only 3 versus 4, and that also almost mathematically means that they will lose. So do not join tower defense or tower offense. Go try to delay the people, try to delay the word chariot. If you're low level, you can do a lot. If you see word chariot, you can attack that. You can delay, because if you delay the word chariot, then they don't get the 600 points. If you see strong people running by, you can attack them and waste their time, not let them go join battles. You can also attack other lower level players on the other guild. Then you'll have also more fun having more equal battles. And by lower level, I don't mean 10, 20 or whatever. Low level in this context is a relative term. So if you are you know, if you are in a guild battle with people who are level 70, then level 60 is low level. If you are you know, if your top player has level 50 and you have level 40, then level 40 is the low level. So you have to use your brain for that. There is no one clear rule. I see a couple of people joining in, and straight away I am hitting my whirlwind. We got Eletha here, we got Undefined from Fairies, Ximi joins in also with whirlwind. 4v4 battle, we did lose Eletha. Asbas tried to do a Delphic, which didn't work entirely well because everybody is still alive. I managed to take down Undefined with the ultimate slasher, a nice whirlwind hopefully coming from Asbas. Time to put up a shield, I do feel so. The whirlwind did really nice damage from Asbas, so if I can hold on actually with in the front together with Asbas, we might be able to take him down, but it looks like it's gonna come down to Ximi and myself, and that's not gonna be very good because, well, Ximi I think is stronger. But here comes the shield from Asbas, which means he's going to be able to survive that ultimate slasher, and even that's gonna heal him for 2,000 points, and this is what makes it a huge difference. So now I'm getting only 2,300 slasher, so I might be stronger than Ximi, and I'm waiting for the 100%. I am hitting the Delphic Destroyer, looking at the timer here, 4, 3, 2-1. I'm gonna get 100% bonus, and this is going to hurt him a lot. The timing is really critical. Almost took him out completely. 2 ultimate slashers are definitely going to take him out. As Buzz does this, the final blow, and what a great 4v4 battle here. Congratulations to the Sanctum team for doing this. Good job, and also thanks to the fairies for giving up such a good fight. Next up, let's quickly have a look. We got 2v2 now, 2 towers on each side, 3,800 points for Sanctum, but 4,000 something, I didn't quite see so quickly, 4,000 something points for the fairies. So actually fairies are winning at this point. All those who stay without fighting go attack their big towers. So now I see an order from our leader to attack the tower of the fairies. So I'm going to make my way there if I survive this battle, although I'm not entirely sure I will do that. That was a nice critical though, so if I get a couple more of those criticals I might survive this battle. But Jamie is almost dead, and I think it is not happening, so I'm probably going to die here, and I'm going to go ahead and go for the tower of fairies right after death. Here comes what is it called again? I forgot the name of Thunder from Dolig, and that takes me down. So there you have it. Drinking a glass of water, because keeping on talking forever is very difficult. So as I'm waiting for the respawn, I'm gonna take only one of my Templars, gonna put myself in the back. I also just saw that we used the Goddess Blessing skill and we healed up 18 million hit points from our tower, bringing the health to 35 million versus the full 60 million health. So even after healing, it is so much so low. So you can see that it's gone to a totally different level, with the damage from both sides going so much higher. But fairies are now 4,306 points, and there are 300 points, roughly speaking 250 points ahead of Sanctum. So if it continues like this, they are going to win, and they are going to change the tide in the server. Their tower is completely undefended. They try to intercept me, and they do succeed in that. You see 4 of them are on tower defense, so I didn't manage to go through their tower, although there's absolutely nobody there. But there were at least 3-4 people from the fairies at our tower. Of course, it's not going to be possible for me to beat all the 4 people, but given the fact that the game is now waiting for my allies to join the fight, I'm actually able to hold all 4 of them for quite some time, and this might buy some seconds or some minutes for my allies to pass through and attack their tower. And I'm going to toss in a shield and just hold them off as long as possible, because the longer you can hold 4 people, of course, the better that is. And these are also not the top level people, so they're not able to take me down quite fast at all. So who knows, maybe I should have gone all ahead and attacked and taken them out, but I'm still not sure. Well, one is out. I'm at half health. I don't think I would have beaten them all anyway, so I don't want to waste my rage. I'm gonna keep my rage at 100 and just try to hold them a bit longer. And normally now 4 of them not defending, that means that anybody from Sanctum that was trying to pass probably passed. So that was, I think, a good job done. Still, they're gonna go back to the defense duty, and I'm gonna go back to the spawn area. Let's look at the scores and towers just in a moment. 2 towers against 2 towers now, still holding. So the team from Sanctum hasn't been able, the assault team hasn't been able to take back any of the towers already for quite some time, but at least it is not 3 against 1. So still the points are coming in at 37 points for Sanctum and 48 points for Fairies, indicating that they're actually able to take down some of the health of our main tower. Quickly adjusting the health of the Templars. and trying to pass through to the enemy tower now. Let's see if it works out, but those 4 guys are probably still there. But this time if I do, and this is, you see, a well defended Fairies tower, all red players, they will try to intercept me, but it's very, very difficult. Still, the chicken is of course a faster mount, so Holy Warrior does take me, stop me, but he is not as strong, I think, as a knight, and even though he is using his ultimate, it's not going to do too much. He's going to try to use the Holy Shield to stun me for a while, hoping some of his friends join the fight, and they should normally, because I'm in the enemy territory now. But if nobody does join, I will take him down. I'm gonna use the Delphic Destroyer actually, because the longer this is taking, the more chance he has of his friends joining me. But I do not have any chance myself for any support, so I need to finish this fight faster than not. And here it's interesting also for all those people who are free players. You can see that I'm a free player here, and I'm fighting versus a complete cash player with wings and every clothing and everything. So it is very much possible. I'm taking him down. Under 50% damage came in, so this is going to work for both of us, but more for me than for him, because I did manage to keep this fight at 1v1, and I think one more attack from the Ultimate Slasher is going to bring him down. But you have Hollandus join him, which I am not sure. Let's see from his damage at 1800. He is going to try his ultimate. I'm going to try the shield. I should survive this, but Linear also joined, and although I could have taken Hollandus, I cannot take Linear, so this is going to be a slaughter, which is unfortunate for me, because I got tied down again in a battle for quite a long time without doing too much good things. And Malvern also joined, so like I predicted, I needed to finish that fight faster. I took too long, and anyhow, Sanctum plus 23 points, Fairies plus 56 points, so Fairies are getting more and more points every 15 seconds, and this is looking like more and more like a victory for Fairies. 71,000 guild battle points for that fight alone, which is pretty good, almost like a tower battle. But I do not see how Sanctum can get an additional 500-600 points coming in for them, so this looks pretty bad for me. I see the top level players are trying to rally together to assault the towers. But instead of that, the Fairies managed to take one extra tower, so now it's 1 versus 3. This is of course the tower which is the most well defended here. So I'm gonna try to run through all this mess, but you see there's a lot of Fairy defenders whose sole job is just to block people from reaching their tower. I think their organization is way better than ours also. Because on our side we are actually not stopping them so well. There is the ultimate Delphic Destroyer from, I think it's Kirito, that is going to hit, but I think not as strong, because he is normally not stronger. Let's see, yeah, only 1000. So that's of course the most powerful ability that that knights have. And of course I'm not going to beat 4 people, so I'm still gonna try to toss in the shield and hold them for an additional turn. This is going to irritate them, but that's my job. 19 points for Sanctum and 57 for Fairies, so it's looking worse and worse for Sanctum. And I already see in the chat from Leona saying it looks good for tonight. It seems that there are their morale is also up. In the skills, inspiration has been used, word chariot has been completely used. There's no more left to send word chariots, so we have to make up a 400 point gap, which is very, very difficult. Of course they're not gonna let us do that so easily. The invincibility hasn't been used. You see here are several people from the Fairies attacking our tower, so we do not actually have many defenders to speak of. So again, I'm gonna reset my Templars and try to make my way towards the enemy tower. And this is another well defended, this is the previous assault team that I was talking about with E314. They're very nicely holding that tower. 4 people here are 5 of Sanctum strongest holding this tower, but we are only holding that tower while the fairies are holding actually 3 towers at this moment.